Warning: this article contains spoilers from Dark Season 1. Season 2 of Dark was recommissioned only weeks after the first run hit Netflix on December 1, 2017. Netflix announced that production on Season 2 of Dark would be getting underway in this year, but no release date has been confirmed. Dark has garnered comparisons to Stranger Things due to its 80s setting, young cast, portals to other worlds and sinister goings-on involving scientific facilities. A lot happened over the course of the 10 episodes in Season 1 of Dark, as answers were thrown headlong into the small German town filled with secrets and lies. On top of that, viewers had to contend with multiple casts and different timelines as characters traveled between 2019, 1986 and 1953. Here are the key plot points from the Dark Season 1 finale. Dark Season 2 Netflix release date. What happened? At the end of Dark on Netflix, Jonas travels into the future. Jonas Carnvald, played by Louis Hoffman, was transported to another time after a young Helga Doppler, Tom Phillip, touched through a rift in time. The young Helga ended up in the creepy room with the rudimentary time-traveling machine and bright blue wallpaper with cartoon animals plastered all over it. Meanwhile, Jonas was understandably rocked when he ended up in a bunker which appeared to belong to his future self, Andreas Pietzkman. Judging by the detailed wall of photos and links between the 3 different timelines, the high school student was disorientated as he managed to find his way out of the underground room and came out into the open to find the Winden nuclear power plant half destroyed. How many episodes are in Dark Season 2? Winden appeared to be in the middle of a nuclear holocaust and run by rogue scavengers who were reminiscent of Mad Max. Before Jonas could find out what year he was in, he was rendered unconscious by a woman with a scar across her face. As she knocked him out with the butt of her rifle, she jeered, "Welcome to the future." It was later confirmed that Jonas was in 2053, which is 34 years in the future rather than 33-year cycles, which the characters have traveled in before. The date is going to throw up all sorts of questions for fan of Dark about how time travel works in the universes of the show. How to watch Dark Season 2 online. Noah trapped Jonas to create the rift. Jonas went back to the past to save Mikkel, even though he was warned it could cancel out his own existence. Sadly, the whole thing was a trap and Noah knocked out Jonas and put him in the strange room with the bunk bed and creepy wallpaper. Noah abducted Jonas because he knew that the high school student would always create the wormhole by trying to destroy it. There question now is how Noah will use the wormhole to his own evil advantage. He also seemed to convince Bartosz Tiedman, Paul Lux, that he was doing God's will, despite his sinister demeanor. Ulrich is trapped in the past. Police detective Ulrich Nielsen, Oliver Mosucci, ironically found himself behind bars in the 1953 after he was wrongly charged for the murders of the 2 boss that were found at the building site of the Winden nuclear power plant. Presumably the corpses of Erika Bendorf, Paul Radorm, and Yasin Fries, Vico Muka traveled through time to 1953 after Noah, Mark Waschk, put them through his malfunctioning machine. He also tried to a young Helga, whose body he dumped in the strange vault next to the cabin in the forest. However, Ulrich realized he didn't Helga and that the events that take place in 1986 and 2019 will happen, resulting in the disappearances of his brother Mads Nielsen, Valentin Opperman, and his son Mikkel Nielsen, Dan Leonard, Lee Brenz, Charlotte finally realized what happened to Ulrich. It took a while, but the penny finally dropped for Charlotte. Doppler, Caroline Eichhorn, after she found Ulrich in a newspaper archive from the 1950s. Confirming that time travel is possible. She's been going on about the 33-year cycle, but finally this piece of evidence confirmed her suspicions. Could she now try to save Ulrich from the past by going through the Winden caves? Mikkel is trapped in 1986. Mikkel the Aspiring Magician was left stuck in the 1980s after Jonas failed to save him. It looks like Mikkel is always destined to be the boy from the future and become Jonas' father. Michael Kahnwald, Sebastian Rudolph, who will eventually take his own life. Dark Season 1 is available to watch on Netflix now.